Oke, kita lanjut saja. Game NBA 2K20 masih pakai LA Lakers. Kemarin LeBron James masih jadi andalan. Akan melawan Chicago Bulls. Ya. Sama. Sip. DJ kita ganti, taruh di situ. Oke. Markanen dia, Carter Junior, Porter, Zach Levine, baik. Line up mereka. Lihat saja.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Nightfall in the Windy City with the Willis Tower and the rest of downtown Chicago lighting up the sky. Welcome fans, thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side Greg Anthony, on the other side, DA, it's all yours.
Well, the one-and-done draft requirement will be abolished very soon. In the meantime, the G League professional path has been introduced for those looking to come.
The G League continues to be a great asset for the NBA. Great stuff, David. Thank you. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at the Bulls. They're right now in the 8th spot in the conference here in the early part of the season.
Yeah, but checking out Chicago, they've made a big leap forward this season. Just being in the playoff discussion marks a ton of progress from where they were at this point a year ago.
This is a much different team now, especially in terms of attitude and effort. They are competitive night in and night out. That is something we weren't saying about this team last year.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Anthony Davis is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the 1 spot. And for Chicago, White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Markkanen and Carter are up front. And it's Porter in at the 3 slot. Caldwell Pope dishes to LeBron. Hey, Smitty, when a team underperforms early in the season, fans tend to go crazy. I mean, they just can't figure out why this is happening. But what are the players saying to each other on the bench when they're traveling in the locker room?
You know, I think when you're having great communication, Kevin, when guys amongst each other, you're trying to get through it, you're working through it. Whether you get through it or not is fine. I think there's a sign that things are going wrong. Kevin, you hear about these player-only meetings. When you start having 2 or 3 of those, that's when the ship is starting to go south.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
White the pass to Carter. Great tee that time from Davis. The Lakers with a quick start to this game. It's a 5-point game. There's Green with the 3. Green with the rebound. The Bulls have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. The shot, no good. Great tee that time from Green.
4 shots, 4 misses, and you can sense a certain frustration building. Yeah, 3 for 4 now. I like the pace for them on offense.
White looking around. Outside, Levine. To end the run, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on LeBron James.
What I like about Zach Levine right now, he's really finding ways to get to the line more.
Good on both.
And with this team, Zach Levine has been thrust into the role of the leader. Still young in his own right, but as a rising star and a large part of the future, responsibilities have fallen in his lap.
Really left alone that time. Caldwell Pope's got 5 now.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Levine for 3. Score on the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. And for Levine, he is the best scorer on the team. And you know what, Smitty? He should be a leader.
You're right. That isn't something that's easy to step right into. After losses pile up, you feel more pressure and want to take over every game. Zach LaVine should be up to the task, but it will take some adjusting.
White against Caldwell Pope. Carter up top. His last outing, he had 8 points. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. These are the players who had the most success from deep last season. We take a look at Green. Second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3.
LeBron kicks to Green. Over Levine. Hits the front of the rim and out. And so Markkanen will bring it up for Chicago. They trail by 7. Here's Porter. Second chance shot. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. It's Dwight Howard. He's checked in for JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for LeBron. Waiters, he's checked in for Danny Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Yep, it counts. And it's 7 points for Zach LaVine.
Sometimes when LaVine doesn't want to challenge at the rim, he goes to the floater.
Rondo against Young. Rondo dishes to Davis. Here's Waiters. It's tipped. Satoransky looking around. Kick out to LaVine. Off target from three-point range. Lakers leading by 5. And stolen by White. Here's Satoransky, rebounded by Howard. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Those are the plays Davis is capable of making. Much more confident and stronger than what he was when he came into this league. You know, perimeter scoring more important than ever. However, Anthony Davis, an elite scorer who still gets it done inside.
Chicago making a switch here. Dunn's checked in. And you look at the top scorers in the league, not too many players 6'11" or taller.
Anthony Davis, the Greek Freak, and Karl Anthony Towns, the common thread. They can score facing the basket. All 3 franchise players.
Bean passes to Satoransky. Here's Gafford. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Satoransky. Over Waiters. And again, no good by Chicago.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
Pass to Rondo. Here's the 3. The Lakers rebound. Kicks it to Waiters. This is to Rondo. Kuzma outside. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Cans it from downtown.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Bulls trailed by 11. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here are the Lakers with the ball. They're on an 18-7 run. Pass to Howard. There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter. The pass to Waiters. Now here is Davis. Over Young. Good defensive work there by Young. Chicago has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. LaVine for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. LaVine's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Bulls. Here's Rondo. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And Kuzma has it in the corner. Howard, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace.
Kita lihat.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 10-point lead, some breathing room heading into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Back to the action after this word. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for Chicago right now, Young is out there with Levine. Then there's Dunn. Then there's Thomas Satoransky. And it's Gafford in at the center, filling out the middle. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Chicago Bulls continue to be a team in rebuild mode. They traded for Otto Porter at the deadline last season, and that seemed like a turning point. It lessened the logjam in the front court, and his versatile game fit well with some of the young players. Now that they've added rookie Kobe White with other moves this summer, fans are eager to see this young team take the next step. Kevin?
And David, they've got some pieces too. Thank you. Passes it to Caruso. Connects from three-point range. Caruso's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Bulls trail by 13. Dunn passes to Porter. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. A shot off that time.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
Here's Bradley. No good on that one. Now Chicago takes it the other way. And there's the call on Howard. That's his first foul. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Chicago. Lowry Marketing comes in for Young. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. And the foul called on Markieff Morris. That is his first foul of the game. The Bulls making a switch here. White's checked in. Markkanen passes to Satoransky. Back to Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
The ability to play inside out. The more Markkanen attacks the rim, the more he creates opportunities for their perimeter game.
Pass to Caruso. Fires the three. Chicago grabs the miss. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington. They'll face the Wizards. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Bradley against White. Shoots over Bradley. And it's White missing. Los Angeles leading by 8. And he dunks it down.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Outside Porter. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. McGee's got 4 rebounds in this game. Fires from the corner. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And it's a 12-point Laker lead. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. And lately we have seen star players changing teams more often. Shorter contracts. Player options. Smitty, is there any downside to any of them?
You know, I think the downside is from a fan standpoint, you get invested in a player and he's moved in like 2 or 3 years. I think it should be where if a player wants to sign a longer-term contract with the organization, that should be a rule in play. But right now with these shorter contracts and player options, there's going to always be a lot of movement.
Here's James again, Los Angeles.
In some ways, this is the glue to LeBron's offense. Unstoppable from mid-range.
Poke loose. Fast break, the Lakers. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Lakers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
You know, the one chink in LeBron's armor, decent but somewhat inconsistent from the free throw line.
Levine's checked in for Satoransky. White against Caldwell Pope. Outside Porter. Shot clock at 6. And he banks in the layup. Porter's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Once in a while, Porter will surprise you with a nifty dribble move. Wouldn't mind seeing more of this.
Here's James. Count it. And the Lakers lead by 15.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And a wide open look for Porter from outside off the mark.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
LeBron, no good. For Chicago, they've gotten a little under 50% of their 2nd quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Levine dishes to Porter. Here's Carter. McGee with the block. Feeds to Morris. Over Levine. LeBron kicks to Green. LeBron with it. 7 points in the game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
With that size and that speed, it's hard not to foul LeBron. That's the only way to slow him down.
So both teams making some changes here.
He's in attack mode, drawing contact now, getting to the line, something he didn't do at all in the 1st quarter.
Bean passes to Gafford. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. From 12 feet out. And there's Levine on the assist from Thaddeus Young. And that's 12 points for Zach LaVine.
This is what Zach LaVine is built to do. He can get you points in bunches, and sometimes he can go all night.
The shot by LeBron, no good.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
And he gets the bucket.
Beautiful find by LaVine there. Takes his time to survey the floor.
James kicks to Davis. And it's good off the back rim and in. Davis has got 10 points.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Here's Dunn.
Really admire the hustle of Rondo on defense. Always gets a hand in the shooter's face.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching. It was a big-time first quarter from Anthony Davis. He had 10 points and 3 rebounds. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
High basket.
And that does it for our half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Green is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's McGee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 17-point game. Here's Levine. That one doesn't drop. Great tee that time from Davis.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball.
It's a great dunk.
Freakish,
yes,
athletically.
Unbelievable play.
Wow.
Add that one to LeBron's highlight reel. How about the creativity in midair?
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, there's not a lot of NBA players who come from Finland. Now there's Lauri Markkanen. Before him, there was Hanno Matala, who was actually Lauri's high school coach. Markkanen is soft-spoken and family-focused, but he says everything starts from basketball. All the decisions I make are based on if it helps me on the basketball court. Kevin?
Terrific attitude. David, thanks. Here's Carter, and the shot goes in.
A complete game of Otto Porter. Overplay him, and it's a good bet he'll find the open band. And even as a rookie, you could see the consistency game to game from Wendell Carter. Very dependable on the glass and on the scoreboard for a player so young. He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Satoransky's checked in for White. And then for Los Angeles, Dwight Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. Smith comes in for James. And it's Alex Caruso in for Danny Green. Levine kicks to Satoransky. Outside, Markkanen. Got a piece of it. Here we go, all alone. And here they go. And there's Howard. That's good on the assist by Caldwell-Pope. Howard's got his second bucket. And with Carter, he's only going to get better over the years.
The upside is easy to see. He always finds ways to contribute to this team. Not sure if he'll be a star, but he'll be a rock on the offense and defensive end for a long time.
Caruso takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Satoransky finds Levine. Outside, Markkanen. And it's off from three-point range.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead. Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
Inside. Carter with the bucket.
The height to see over the defense and the unselfishness. Terrific pass by Markkanen.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Howard dishes to Davis. Here's Caruso. He's guarded by Markkanen. Davis. And at last, they get one to fall.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And every so often, Steve, we'll see two teammates fighting over a rebound. You ever have a teammate upset with you for stealing his rebound?
A lot, Kevin. All the bigs I played with, those guys hated when guards came in. They would elbow you, and if you're on their same team, saying get out of here, especially for a lot of those bigs, it was a lot of rebound incentives in their contract, so they wanted to grab every rebound.
Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Bradley, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. Greg, when you evaluate Avery Bradley, the offense isn't what it once was, but the defense is certainly still there.
Yeah, Bradley has struggled with the scoring in recent years, but defense, that does not go cold. Still a menace to ball handlers, and his reach and length can suffocate perimeter players.
Dunn against Bradley. Dunn passes to Gafford. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to be on Avery Bradley. The Bulls have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. So he comes up empty at the line. Smitty, for players, social media can build their brands and they can engage their fans, but there are some downsides.
Yes, it is, Kevin. I mean, it's a fantastic tool, like you said, for endorsement and bringing those fans into your home or into your life. But the downside, people can see some things they don't want to see, and also you can regret posting a lot of things.
I think, yeah, sometimes people do regret hitting that send button. So, yeah, they got to be careful. You're right. And Waiters has it in the corner. And again, no good by the Lakers. And stolen by Howard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Howard just too strong inside. You've got to foul and get your money's worth.
For Los Angeles, they have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
And last season, really not a fun one for Dwight Howard as he missed a lot of time. A lot of games left on the table by him as he has battled those back issues.
White, he's checked in for Chicago. They get a hand on it. Plays it up and banks it in. 6 points for Smith.
Whether shooting a jump shot or heading to the rack, JR can be a tough matchup in transition.
Here's White. And it's Bradley with the rebound. And it's Bradley with the ball for the Lakers. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And stolen by White. With the floater. Excellent D there from Waiters. Smith against Levine. Smith gets it to go on the assist by Bradley. And that's now 8 points for Smith.
Good open look. Avery looking poised with the ball in his hands, making decisions.
Here's Smith. And the jam by J.R. Smith.
Showing off big-time athleticism. JR is telling us he wants to be in the dunk contest.
And so it's Los Angeles, having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on his heels.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Valentine. He's out there with Chris Dunn, and it's Felicio in at center. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Dunn attacking. The putback. That one's not going to go. And the Lakers take it the other way. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. And players now, Steve, more able to dictate where they want to play. How has free agency changed since you came into the NBA?
I think the signing of shorter contracts, Kevin, guys with player options. And then I think also for a lot of players, they're not taking as much money, leaving money on the table because the endorsement deals off the court is making up for some of their money on the court.
And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Valentine with it, picked up by Kuzma. Pass to Hutchison. Misses off the right iron.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And Kuzma slams it in.
And got to be aware of Kuzma, especially with how he attacks there off the dribble.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Felicio kicks to Dunn. The pass to Valentine. Here's Cornette, guarded by Kuzma, and stolen by Kuzma. Bradley passes to Rondo, back to Bradley. Kuzma outside, passes to Bradley. From deep, nailed from three-point land.
For a guy who's much more natural shooting the long two, Bradley's worked hard to increase his range.
Pass to Cornette, looking to end the run. A rebound by the Lakers. A three from Bradley. It's hauled in by Cornette. Bulls have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one made. That one drops for him. Hutchinson's got 4 this quarter.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
Rondo looking over the floor. And here's Bradley from 3. Bradley with another miss.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Here's Dunn. Banked in off the glass.
Especially dangerous off the bounce. Chris Dunn can shift gears in an instant.
Now here's Rondo. In the corner, Bradley with it. Waiters passes to Kuzma. It's deflected. The 15-footer. Hutchison's shot is off. Lakers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. And it's Rondo penetrating, and he uses the glass on the layup.
You gotta respect the attacking mindset of Rondo. Always looking to go right to the cup.
The Bulls have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Valentine passes to Felicio. Knocked away. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Kyle Kuzma picks one up. A lot of people think, Steve, there are 3 factors necessary to achieving organizational success. Ownership, ownership, and ownership. What do you think?
I guess it's ownership, and ownership. I think it also comes down to trust. Trust in anything gets you a chance to be successful.
And Steve, you know, it's just about establishing that culture, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I think you got to have an identity, a culture that everybody wants to be a part of.
The Bulls shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Dunn dishes to Valentine. Hangs in the air. He takes it up and lays it in.
Not just selling for something along the perimeter. Excellent job.
Los Angeles has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Howard trying to free himself up. And that one's good. Caruso. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Avery Bradley. Well, so many people were worried about Chris Dunn's offense after his rookie year, but you know what, Greg? He's turned it around.
And gone from struggling to hit 40% of his shots to shooting better from the floor. Still a strong defender, and he's making people forget that his offense was ever a question mark. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Lakers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important. Here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats. Just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Anthony Davis.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
And there's the foul. We'll go on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. That's good from Valentine.
Boy, it was a tough year for Denzel Valentine, who missed last season with an injury. Needed to work on getting his ankle right, but glad to see him on the floor again.
Bradley against Dunn. Pass to Caruso. No good on the three. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Now Dunn. A floater. It's sent back by Howard.
And he's led the league in block shots on multiple occasions, and Howard's still a presence down low.
Caruso, the pass to Caldwell Pope, hits it from three-point range.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith.
Kita lihat. Oh, Washington Wizard. Sip. Anu dulu. Oke.
Welcome to a special edition of 2K TV.
The wait is almost over. We are just days away from 2K Day and the launch of NBA 2K21.
And if you can't wait, you can get early access to the NBA 2K21 demo right now. Here's how you get started.
The NBA 2K21 demo is here. And in the demo, you can get a head start on your My Career by jumping in and trying out the My Player Builder. To start off, you have the option to download the My NBA 2K21 mobile app to scan your face into the game. Once you're good with your appearance, it's time to try out the builder. This year, we've added more.
Lihat.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment.
Step ke center lagi.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight we'll see the Washington Wizards playing against the Los Angeles Lakers at Staples Center. And for Los Angeles, facing off here against a very talented ball club. This is a great opportunity for them to put all their skill and talent on display in front of the home fans. And the
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
And with pregame routines...
Well, for Bradley...
It sure is. Thanks, David. Well, Clark, midseason rumors now in full session. When a player requests a trade, how strongly do you think that affects team chemistry?
You know, Kevin, I'm all for players voicing their choice and actually having an opportunity to express themselves, but it can be detrimental if a player in the middle of a season makes it known that he's not interested in being there. It can have a terrible effect on team chemistry, in my opinion.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Travis Berton's out there with Wagner. Then there's Brown. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Napier in at the 1. And for Los Angeles, Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Anthony Davis is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the 1. Pass to Green. He kicks it to McGee. And here's LeBron outside. Rebound by the Wizards. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
Well, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit. Getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
Brown, good.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
Good on the shot.
Yeah, they call him the freight train. LeBron James, when he's coming down the court like that, good luck trying to stop him.
Here's Napier. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Back to LeBron. From deep. Up again. Davis on the follow.
He's just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Here's Beal following the basket by Anthony Davis. Napier feeling it out a bit. To the paint. 5 on the clock. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. Brown wide open. He fires. A three-pointer off the mark. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Outside, Beal. Napier up top. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Offensive rebound. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
LeBron against Beal. LeBron dishes to McGee for 3. Caldwell Pope. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
I think Caldwell Pope has done a nice job developing into a legit deep ball threat. You look at the Lakers desperate to surround LeBron with talent to win now. They have improved, but is it enough to go deep in the West?
That ties the game.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Here's Wagner. He had 15 points last outing. And it goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Green. And the Lakers, for decades, Clark, a magnet for superstar free agents.
Yeah, and you know, guys, in recent years, more of a mixed bag in that regard. Whether it's the turmoil in the Lakers organization, I think that's part of it, or the prospect of playing in LeBron's shadow. A number of elite players have elected to go elsewhere thus far.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
In the corner, it's James. Shoots over Brown. They get it back. Outside for Rondo. Launches it. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. The Wizards have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And finished off by Bryant.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
The drive by LeBron. Rebound by Mahinmi.
And another miss. Woo, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Smith comes in for James. Then for the Wizards, Bonga's checked in, and it's Matthews in for Beal. Stolen by Waiters. And here comes Smith, leading the fast break. Here's Howard. That's tipped. In transition, here come the Wizards. Matthews, no one around him. That one a little long. For the Lakers, they won their last contest, that game against the Bulls in Chicago. And the rejection by Mahinmi. Here's Bonga, guarded by Kuzma. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Oh, that was terrific. Wizards have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Payton outside. Got a hand on it. And here we go. Kuzma heading to the hoop. And Kuzma slams it in.
Boy, fun watching Kuzma find a way to get out in the open court. The young legs on display there.
Payton kicks to Matthews. Bonga deciding where to go with it. The pass to Mahinmi. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
High percentage play. He's excellent around the rim.
And it's Rondo with the ball for the Lakers. Trailing by 2. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante.
The Wizards have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Caruso, the pass to Smith. A 3 from Bradley. Oh, he gets it to go! Wow.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A 3 at the buzzer, that'll do it.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Lakers lead by 2. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. One of the most dangerous scorers in the game, Bradley Beal spoke about the trust Coach Scott Brooks has in him and his teammates.
I think the biggest thing is he's still young.
Ellen Beal trying to grow as a leader and a star. Has to love that.
Yeah, and Brooks known for developing good relationships with his players. He pushes them, but he gives them a lot of praise as well.
If you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for the Lakers right now, they've got Smith. Morris is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Bradley, and it's Caruso in at the 2. And Clark, when you were playing, I imagine the pre-draft process was a lot different than it is today.
No doubt about it. I mean, I came out in 1982 after my junior year, Kevin, and at that time, if you were a guy who was declaring early, you basically just had to go on whatever knowledge and information you could get from whoever. Because there was no allowing you weren't allowed to go to a workout. Teams could interview you, but there were no on-court workouts, so it was totally different than today.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Los Angeles.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They're crashing the offensive glass hard, too. I mean, they've dropped in several second-chance baskets.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, with John Wall sidelined for most of the season recovering from injury, the Wizards are going to need new players to step up. One of them that they hope will do so is their first-round pick, Rui Hachimura. Hachimura didn't start playing basketball until he was 13 years old. He was a baseball player. He's the first Japanese-born player to be a first-round pick in the NBA draft. And he only played a little bit in Japan before he went to Gonzaga, where he starred for Mark Few. Now the Wizards are hoping that he can be a star on and off the court in Washington.
And D.A., you and I were talking that Few really had a nice impact on Hachimura. Thanks for the report. And here's Matthews. After J.R. Smith getting his 3 to go, Bryant, that shot no good. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Here's Bradley. Lakers working the ball around now. Kuzma kicks to Caruso. Rebound by Mahimi. Mahimi's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Matthews. Makes it off the glass.
Look at the space he had on that one, though. There's an obvious speed mismatch between the two.
It's Kuzma penetrating. And Kuzma slams it in.
Oh, I love this from Kuzma. When he attacks with this kind of ferocity and confidence, watch out. Hide and protect the children.
Wizards trail by 7. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Now here is Davis. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. It's good.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, rock solid 79%.
Okay.
And so it's Washington with it. Napier dishes to Beal. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That's his first foul. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Bounce pass Napier. Lock at 6. Here's Brown.
And the aggressive attitude of Davis on D makes him such a tough matchup. He's not going to give his man an inch of breathing room, and that was the difference on that possession.
Now here's Davis. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Chicago. Here's Brown. And again, Washington, no good.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Adding to their lead. And you see that field goal percentage for the game steadily heading north.
Here's Wagner. Following the basket by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Wagner passes to Bertens. Kicks it to Napier. Floater. It's a halt for run, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Clark, at the college level, a coach was recently offered a lifetime contract. Think we'll ever see that in the NBA?
Well, you can't quite say never.
Right.
I said in college basketball, I never thought in my lifetime I'd see a 16 beat a 1 seed. So never say never, but it's not going to happen.
Well, but you've got a lifetime contract doing this, so I guess it does happen in some quadrants.
Well, you got information that I don't have.
Washington calls timeout.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Some changes for the Lakers. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. LeBron comes in for Alex Caruso. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Caldwell Pope. Now here's Napier. He had 19 points in the win against Miami.
Yeah, and it seemed like he spent about half the game shooting free throws. Credit him for really taking it to the defense.
James misses.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Rondo against Beal. Knocks it loose. Now here's Napier. And again, Washington no good.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And you know, they've got to be careful, because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
There's 57 seconds left in the first half. Beal against Davis. Beal drives in, and Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
Washington calls timeout.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Ryan is checked in for Bertans. And so Napier will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. 19-point game. Passes it to Beal to stop the drought. A rebound by the Lakers. Howard's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's LeBron. That shot off. Now the Wizards take it the other way. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Picking up his second foul here. Has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
Beal against LeBron. Beal with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Shot clock at 2. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Davis. For Washington, they have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple. And both free throws good for Beal. Deep 3 from James, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers feeling good about their 17 points. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break at the third quarter, soon to follow.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Boy, what a crowd joining us here for a competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. They never dug too deep a hole for themselves in the... And that's going to do...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You have to like what we're seeing from Davis.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look that he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Second half is underway, and here's who Scott Brooks has got on the floor. Wagner out there with Davis Bertans. Then there's Shabazz Napier. Then there's Brown, and it's Beal in at the shooting guard position.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And the layup's good off the glass.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
James outside. Here's Davis. Kicks it out to LeBron from past the arc. Good on the 3-point shot. LeBron's got 9 points.
I love how quick he makes decisions. I mean, if a shot is there for him, LeBron is not going to think twice or hesitate. He'll let it fly.
Pass to Beal for three. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. 7 points for Beal.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
LeBron with the bucket. And the Lakers lead by 19.
That's as good as you can defend LeBron inside, and it's still not good enough. But, you know, last season, perhaps the most disappointing of LeBron James's career. I mean, he hadn't missed the playoffs since 2005, and amazingly, this is the one that gets me, had not missed the finals since 2010. This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And some changes here for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for James, and J.R. Smith's subbed in for Danny Green. And a switcher also for Washington. Bonga's checked in. Great positioning on the putbacks.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
Here's Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
And after shutting it down early, this was the longest offseason of LeBron's career.
Yeah, and a chance for him, guys, perhaps to recover from years of deep playoff runs. I know he wouldn't want it that way, but he'll take advantage of the fact that he didn't have to wear his body out as much as he has in the past. Criticized and counted out, you knew he'd be motivated to come back strong.
They get it back for three. Caldwell-Pope. And the Lakers with another miss. Tipped away. Here's Caruso. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Here's a look at what's coming up for Washington. On Wednesday, they'll be taking on Klay Thompson and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Thursday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Sacramento to take on the Kings.
You know, it might sound cliche, but a road trip like this one is a great time for this team to build chemistry on and off the court. Chemistry absolutely matters in the NBA, and these are the kinds of opportunities teams need to build.
Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for the Wizards. Payton comes in for Napier, and Davis gets it to go.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes, they last days.
Yeah, the step back, and that one is good from Bradley Beal. Beal's got 9 points. Lakers leading by 21. Caruso, the pass to Davis. Smith outside. Kuzma outside for three. Caldwell-Pope. It's good from long range. He's got 8.
Boy, really solid passer at his position. Kuzma is all about doing what's best for the team.
Payton against Caldwell-Pope. Payton looking it over. Here's the teardrop, and he lays it up and in.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. A lot of different ways, Clark, to construct the roster. What would be your preference as a general manager? The direction you might want to go?
Well, obviously, if you have an opportunity to get an outstanding franchise-type point guard or versatile wing player in today's game, I think those are the pieces that you really need to start with.
Because there's so much spacing and so much switching on defense.
Exactly, and I failed to mention a two-way player at that wing spot who can defend multiple positions, but also has a pretty strong offensive skill set.
The three. Kuzma can't get it to go. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for Washington. Snatched up. The kick out to Matthews. Over Howard. Can't nail the jumper.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Allen's position, you can see the frustration on his face.
And yes, it's good.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Beal. They get the rebound. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. While there's a chance, let's show you the teams that have thrived on the fast break this season. In third, the Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the athletes to run the break all game long. So that's their edge. They're always looking to take advantage.
The free throw drops for Bryant. And the Wizards making a change here. Brown's checked in, so he gets them both. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Kuzma, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. One thing about Kyle Kuzma, Clark, he's not a ball stopper. When he touches the ball, he is shooting it.
I would not disagree with you there, guys. He is fearless looking for his shot. He hunts his shot aggressively, and he's very efficient. He doesn't need a lot of dribbles, but one thing I like about him is that he doesn't hold on to that ball long. He's going to make a quick, decisive move or get it out of his hands.
Brown against Kuzma, and out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. 35 seconds left to play in the third. Matthews against Waiters. Here's Kuzma, and the 3-ball is good. Kuzma's got 9.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Payton against Bradley. Payton outside. Bryant passes to Payton. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. 8 points for him.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And Waiters kicks to Kuzma. The 3 from Bradley. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Los Angeles, holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. We've got more in store for you right after this.
All we're thinking about is offense. Let's get back to what we do. Defense first, and then let's score for that.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Markieff Morris. Rajon Rondo is out there with Avery Bradley. Then there's Howard. And it's Waiters in at the 3. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
There's a nuance to the passing skill of Rondo. He just is able to whip that ball around to the open man.
Outside Matthews. Back to Payton. Clark, the NBA gives out so many awards at the end of the season. Is there an award missing that you'd like to see?
You know what? I think they've got the bases covered really well with the number of awards they give out, Kevin. But I would like to perhaps see consideration given to a sophomore campaign award. That would be kind of cool because sometimes the rookie of the year, at least recently, has been a little cloudy because a rookie had been in the league a year. Ben Simmons, case in point, and then was counted. It was actually technically his second year, but his first year of playing. Well, a sophomore award might be something worth adding to the list.
That's a great idea. And Los Angeles, guys, shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Waiters for 3. That's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 3 assists now in this one. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
You know, adding on to that, we can't fail to mention all the steals they piled up, too. I mean, that's making a big difference. They've really gotten into them defensively.
Clock is at 3. From deep 3-point range, Avery Bradley pulls it in.
The only place for shots like that are in shoot-around.
Exactly. I mean, that shot is one he shouldn't even think about taking. that's simply an outstanding play, working the size mismatch right at the rim.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Raiders against Robinson. Will it go? And it goes down. 2 points. Robinson's got his first basket. Lakers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Rondo against Payton. Morris kicks to Rondo. Bradley passes to Howard. Outside for Rondo. Fires from deep. Payton with some nice D. Wizards have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one made. He gets it in there.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Here's Rondo. Raiders for 3. It's rebounded by Payton.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage. Out
of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
This is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
And some changes here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Smith comes in for Waiters. And it's Alex Caruso in for Avery Bradley. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Vargas checked in. Robinson passes to Zeller. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Yeah, he recognized the overcommitment by the defense there and then made a smart pass to get that ball back outside.
Pass to Caruso. Rondo scanning the floor. Smith for 3. Washington with the rebound. Here's Robinson, and they pick up 2.
Jerome Robinson.
Clark, the two-way contract, a relatively new invention that gives players time in both the G League and the NBA.
I love it, Kevin, because it's another pathway for those aspiring to be NBA players to have a legitimate shot to make their dream come true. The G League is just a notch below the NBA in terms of overall talent. And so I love the fact that players who desire to be pros can have a pathway to get to the NBA by being part of the G League as well.
And these G League players are having an impact, aren't they? They're making a difference on a lot of teams.
40% of the players in the league have spent some time in the G League, so it speaks to the impact the G League has on the NBA.
Bradley with the bounce pass. Morris kicks to Bradley. Now here is Smith. Defense is right there. And that one's good. Caruso.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Los Angeles.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Davis.
Yeah, and he was relentless, nonstop energy. I mean, he just never slowed down or turned off.
Now Smith. Rosekniks with the rebound.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Payton can't get it to go. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Lakers. No good that time. Payton outside. Pulls up on the wing. And the miss. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to